They're both in a forest, maybe? Hello lovelies, I'm C and welcome back to another episode of Naruto Shippuden. The last episode we finally got a glimpse of Sasuke. He just, little head turn, a little walking. Hopefully in this episode we actually get to see him doing a little bit more, and Kurama. Love everything that happened with that, and I'm so excited to see how things are going to progress with him and Naruto. So let's get straight into the episodes and see what happens. I shouldn't find this cute because they genuinely are patrolling, but it is. Oh, he has a friend. That's not part of his main group. Oh, Kaden. This man tried to kill her, and she still hung up on him. I don't care how fine you are, once you try to kill me, it's a wrap. What was that move? Why did they even give her that picture? Oh. She's a good artist though. Okay, so I guess this is part of her plan. Okay, good. At least she actually isn't insane. Well, to that degree.
もしかしてまた暴走じゃないよね。サスケにカリンに銃をヘビだかタカだか知らないけど、全く僕以外ろくでもないやつばっかりだよ。
Sure.
水月、
なんだよ。
お前について一つ気になってたことがあるんだが。
あっそう。僕は常に君を気にしてるよ。ビクビクしながらね。
俺は君丸との約束だからだが、お前はなんでわざわざサスケとカリンの邪魔をしたいだけでタカにいる？
なんで？
ああ、なんでだ？
なんでか。
Is it just out of like, thankfulness?
サメ肌をこの手にするまではね。決まりだ。
Oh yeah, true. I forgot he wanted the sword.
俺たちは4人で動く。そしてこれより我ら正体はヘビと名乗る。
なんでだ？
くっつきそうなあいつらの間をぶった切るのがたまんなくてさ、なんかこう全てのものをぶった切って2つにしたい衝動に駆られるんだよね、僕って。
お前。
Wait, what?
これに関してはサスケの方がろくでもないを通り越しまくってやばいよ。
なんだと？
だってイタチを倒して目的を果たしたとばっかり思ってたらさ。
Yeah, I mean, that would have been the... Aww, such a sad moment. That would have been the genuine consensus after this moment, but things changed. Tobi came into the picture and just... Yo, this moment When I was like, B, how? Dang, it's just sad because they really had Sasuke's back. And he legitimately tried to kill one of them and then completely abandoned the others. The moment they thought they could win. Still crazy to see it, man. Yeah. They finished the job. I guess they still don't know. Ah, shit. Wow. He's lucky he's so damn durable. Library. A hidden library filled with secrets. Planned all of what? Yo, tell me what you saw. I couldn't read it. Why didn't you tell us what you found? So he didn't even know they were doing this war. Damn, and he was with the original. He is just showing off. The one that got away. Wow. Wow. Go talk to your brother. The fact that it's 5-on-1 and the 5 are extremely powerful shinobi is crazy. It really shows just how strong Madara was, but also how strong the first Hokage was, because he's using a mix of both of their abilities. Poison. Explain.
初代火影千住柱間ほどの忍びはもういない。人は皆そう言う。強さを聞いた者は陸道仙人と同じくおとぎ話だとね。今こそそのおとぎ話。
Damn, what is the pollen? Dang, we're getting some serious backstory, because he's a much older man. It's the symbol of the rock. Wow. Still can't believe he's old enough to have met him. Damn. Keep moving forward. It's funny because I remember seeing comments about people talking about dancing, so I'm assuming that's a Madara thing. It's actually a good idea to make a rock the symbol, just because it's everywhere. It's always like a reminder of your will, because it's all around you. Damn! He still got it. One shoe don't care. He saved everybody. So that's what he was working on. Wow. Are we gonna get a meetup? Like, what's happening? They're both in a forest, maybe? I didn't actually think it was gonna happen. Does he just want him to follow, or... That little bit of shade.
あんたの全てを知ってる。だから俺はこの葉を潰すと決めたんだ。お前と戦った時言ったはずだ。人は思い込みの中で生きている。そう考えられないかと。その現実は幻かもしれないと。俺の真実が本当に。俺はもう幻の中にはいない。あんたの現実を見抜ける。これはあんたの目だ。
Yeah. Itachi was just hoping he wouldn't have to talk to him. I mean, people can question it. But he did make a sacrifice. See, this is why I said Sasuke needs to have this conversation. He needs to he needs some answers. Oh, because he was innocent. Yep, did exactly what you didn't really want. He wanted him to grow, but he didn't really want him to, like, literally follow in his footsteps. Oh, it's so sad. I mean, you didn't really set him up for that path, though. Let's be real. I guess he thought that was the only way to protect him. But my man's like, I want the truth. Itachi's like, I don't think you can handle the truth. Gotta stop living for that. Wow. That's so sad. Oh, so that's his goal, Kabuto. Wow. My man said, thank you for telling me. Nah, my man said this is personal. You have his blood in you? You're first. Exactly. ain't got nothing to do with her profession. Damn. When you get told you're not as great as your grandfather. Why does this man just sound like the most amazing person ever? Damn. He is calling your ass out, Tsunade. What is the plan? Wow, we have to bring a woman into this? Can tell his age here. Not as progressive.
私は初代柱間の子孫だが、確かに木刀は使えない。両人術も陰を使わぬ初代に比べれば大したことはない。でも、か弱い女ってのは違う。
You tell him! You tell him! I mean, in comparison to him, yes, but...
初代から引き継がれ、流れ続けるものが
That just pissed him off. Okay. So a lot of interesting things were happening here. Specifically with Madara. And knowing that he has the first Hokage literally on his heart is interesting. I assumed, like, based off of the tests and stuff that they were doing and from what they were talking about in terms of the history of their first match, that he was able to, like, get certain jutsus from the first Hokage. Not that he literally had him strapped to his body. So yeah, that whole experiment that they were working on, Kabuto really did refine it, of course, and at least now we know for sure that's where Itachi was headed, to go straight after Kabuto, and that makes sense because obviously Sasuke will follow him, and Sasuke is already on Kabuto's hit list, so it's gonna be interesting once they all get together, especially because I'm pretty sure Kabuto also enhanced himself. And he has, oh no, I just realized he has Yamato still too. Damn. I don't know. We'll see what happens when that happens. I'm getting ahead of myself as usual. But I really, really, really want to see what Tsunade has planned. Loved the empowerment from her, but at the same time, like, it's still Madara she's fighting, so I'm kind of like, I love it, but like, I'm nervous for you because he's way stronger than you. But I don't know why you had to bring it to her being a woman. Like, Madara, we're in a different time, man. Progression has happened. How did he treat the women in his lifetime? God damn. It makes me really think that he was single, because what, I guess in that time period, women would have given him, obviously he's attractive, he would have, and very strong, he would have definitely had his pick of the litter. You know what, never mind, let's just move on from that too. The sidetracks are just happening left, right, and center. Let's stay focused. So I like the stuff with I think it's Inoichi, the Tsuchikage. I liked the memory of their will of fire being, like, represented in a rock, and also the fact that I'm assuming it was the Tsuchikage at the time just threw it in and was just kind of like, just pick up a new one and put it there. It's not the specific rock, it's what it represents, and it's what will, I guess, continue to push you forward and keep your will of fire. And every moment that he was reminded of that is just when he was out fighting and he saw a rock. And it was a nice message that, it doesn't matter which rock it is, it's just that representation and that reminder to keep moving forward and to keep your will of fire strong. So I really did like that message, because rocks are really everywhere. When you really aren't looking, you will see a rock. So it's like, if you really need it, that reminder and that representation is always there all around you. So it has much more, I was going to say much more I can't say longevity, just because that's not really what I'm trying to say. It has much more wide span, because it's everywhere. That's, God, geographically, it has much more room to keep you motivated no matter where you are. It's as good as I'm gonna get. My brain is not braining what's new. But yeah, I like those little moments. The first episode is mostly just Sasuke and, where he was and where he's going, kind of the remembering everybody that he brought along the way and dropped along the way or tried to kill along the way. But I do like the moments with him and Itachi. You could tell Itachi was just like, I don't really want to talk right now, I got some shit to do. But I do like that Sasuke was pushing him and was like, because it wasn't about Itachi needing the conversation, it was about Sasuke. And I think I've been saying this for a while, that Sasuke needed more time with Itachi to just talk and understand. And I get where Itachi's coming from, because he didn't want Sasuke to follow the path that he's currently on, but he helped him down it unintentionally. And there is a responsibility I do think he needs to take here. And for Sasuke, I think that responsibility is just some answers. He really just wants to understand, why. Because I feel like he's been feeling a lot of survivor's guilt too, in terms of he's living in this family with his parents and his brother, and he comes home, his parents are killed, but his brother doesn't kill him. And he's constantly wondering, why didn't he do it? Why did I survive? And, why is everybody else dead? And when he said you were innocent and then tied everything else together, I was at first like innocent, but there were probably other kids in this clan, right? But it felt like Sasuke just needed to understand, and he needed to see what exactly was real and fake, and just getting them straight from Itachi as opposed to like other sources was what he really wanted. But I understand, especially in the moment, like, Itachi's trying to end a war, and the reanimation jutsu that is making this war very, very difficult. So he needs to do that, but I do like that he at least took some time with Sasuke. There needs to be probably a little bit more, but I do like that they're having some kind of dialogue, because I knew he needed this. He definitely needed this. But whether or not it's going to get to a point where Sasuke feels closure the way he needed it with Itachi, I don't know. Hopefully, but I do like that they were having some back and forth. It was sad when you finally saw like Sasuke kind of dropping some of that armor and that hardness to just try to talk to Itachi, and you could see it. Like, he wasn't as sure of himself as he usually has been, or like cocky. It actually felt like he was just opening up and trying really hard to just talk to him and, share what's been on his mind and all these things he's been carrying since, he got these truth bombs and didn't have Itachi to really talk to about it. But, yeah, Itachi was like, I ain't got time for this. And poor Sasuke. Poor Sasuke. I do feel like he was being a little, not necessarily facetious, but, like, just kind of tiptoeing over the truth in certain instances, and trying to continue to push this narrative where, I did it because you were young and you weren't involved, and I wanted you to kill me because you're from the clan. And maybe there's some truth to all of that, but I don't think that was the only reason. And I think that's why Sasuke wanted more. He wanted to feel like he mattered, and like he wanted to get some depth out of Itachi here, but obviously my man is on a mission and he ain't got time. So I hope, as I've said numerous times, that he gets that, because he definitely needs it. Like, my God. Give this man his closure. But I do like, there was a little moment where, he was saying, like, yeah, you have to follow your path and blah, blah, blah. I feel like the problem that I've had with Sasuke, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, I like that he did this and I like that he did that. I don't care that he left the village specifically. Like, it was sad, and I know that, he could have done well there, but I agree that he probably would not have grown as much as he had if he hadn't left the village. My issue with Sasuke is that nothing he's done has been for himself. It has been in revenge for somebody. And there's never been like a path he's been walking that I truly feel has just been his path. It's always been revenge against Itachi for killing the clan, and then it was revenge against the Leaf Village for, putting Itachi in that position. It's just like there's always been for somebody else. And so I think if he was just walking a path that was genuinely his own, where he was just discovering and learning, even if that meant being away from the village, I wouldn't really have minded that. I think I've been saying in the past that I would have loved to see that. But it's the fact that it was all for some... Yeah, I've been talking too much. That's my body's way of saying shut up. I think it was essentially just the fact that he's done everything for somebody else, or in memory or in name or in revenge for somebody else, that I just wish he could follow his own path, like genuinely, because he's not doing that. He's definitely not doing that. But my body is now telling me to stop and end this now, because I don't even know how long this has gone, but obviously too long. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you to everyone on Patreon for your continued support. I will see everybody in the next episodes of Naruto Shippuden. Bye!